Hello, thank you for coming back to watch another video. Today I'm going to show a golden brown eye look that I created a couple of days ago for a friend's birthday. So I'm going to recreate it today because I really liked how it turned out, and who doesn't like gold on their eyes lids? So if you want to know how I got my look, then just keep on watching.
So I'm going to start out with priming my eyes with Max Painterly Prolonged Inglot. This is a good color for my eye, like it really, or my skin tone, rather should I say. It really does blend in very well, so I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and just spread that out. All over the eyelid. And same thing for this side.
So today I'm going in with MAC Cosmetics Mega. It's a matte eyeshadow that is like a hit pan again. I really like a lot of makeup, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and start out using that, using a Morphe. Again, this doesn't have a name, a number. It's just a fluffy angled brush. I like to carve out my eye. Like my last video, I realized I could like poke myself all the time. But that's how I learned to find my my bones, and that's where it's best to be shaped. So my eye bone kind of wings out right here, so, and it goes up here. So I want to put this transition color where my eye bone is, and also slightly above it. So if you need to push on your eye, don't hurt yourself, but push on it a little bit. So I'm gonna wing it out just like my eye bone goes. So I'm gonna take it like this way, and I'm using back and forth motions. Again, my hand's on the back of the brush, so I'm not pushing too hard, and just going back and forth. And again, I like to carve out my eye, so I like to go in here to the inner corner as well. So I'm just gonna keep brushing it back and forth. Do that with this side. Okay, so it's just a light color, like I said, it just to add a little bit of transition depth. May do it a little bit more up. Just wanted to go in with a little bit of warmth just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. So I went in with an orange color. I'm using my LORAC Pro Palette, the number 2, I believe. No, this is the first one. This is the first one. It's very dirty, as you can see. And I'm going to take this color Sepia. I think that's how you pronounce it, Sepia. I don't know. As you can see, it's like a warm orange brown. How is my hand already dirty? Look at that. It's crazy. Anyways, so it's the warm brown. I'm going to take that on my MAC 217, I believe. It's the numbers are rubbed off, but it's just a small, little bit thick, denser blending brush. So I'm just gonna take it and hit it a couple times in the eyeshadow, and then dust it off a little bit. And so I'm going to put that exactly in my crease. So again, right now, I'm not gonna stay within my eye bone. So again, if you need to push your eye bone to see where that is, go ahead, girl. Go back and forth, and then circles. I really feel like the circle motion really blends stuff out, so I like to go back and forth just to get the product in there, and then I like to go in circle motions to really blend it out. And as you can see, it really started blending out that color. use my Morphe. Oh, just kidding. I don't know what this brush is. There's no name on this, but it's a even fluffier brush than what I was just using. I always use it to kind of blend those out. So right where above my eye, above that second color, I'm going to really blend it into that other one. So next I'm going to take another LORAC eyeshadow palette. This is the LORAC Pro. It's just a small little, I went in with dark colors to even deepen the crease a little bit more. So I'm going to use this color, Sable, and then the color next to it, Espresso. So I'm going to go first in with Sable to go just over a little bit where I just had put the other color. And I'm going to take a little bit smaller blending brush. This is a Morphe, again, no number, no name. As you can see, it's just a little bit smaller than the other one, so it's going to get a little bit more precise than the last one did. So since I've been following Christ, I've been, well, like I said before, like I used to go to church and then I quit for the longest time. So now that I'm an adult and really been following Christ, like I feel like, I don't know if anybody's ever told you, but like when you get Christ and you follow in Christ and you're with Christ, like you really do feel like a peace in your heart. And like that is like the truest thing ever. Like I remember like when I was younger and in school, like there was this girl that I was always jealous of. You know, she was always prettier than me, and you know, I used to think, you know, I want to be like her, like I want that like her, or there's, you know, or sometimes in the movie stars, like, you know, like I wish I was, you know, that loved, that pretty, that famous. And you know, I started to follow Christ and realized that, you know, like there's this song, please forgive me, I'm not good at remembering names of artists or movie stars or anything like that, but there's a song called Flawless. So they talk about like, you made the way you are, so you're flawless just the way you are. Like you don't need to look like somebody to be flawless. Like you're flawless because of you, because of who you are. And like I really believe that now. Like for example, like I used to hate my forehead. Like I always used to wear bangs that would hide my forehead, so like it just made me feel more comfortable. And now I don't do that. Like this forehead is what makes me me. You know, there's somebody else out there that has the same eye shape, same nose, and same lips like me, and you know, they look similar to me, but this forehead is what makes me me. And like I'm totally happy with that. Like I'm at peace with that, and I love me for that. You know, like I really just feel like Christ has really like opened my heart to really make me love myself. Because there's another one song, I remember this is by Francesca Benestelli, sorry if I butchered that last name. She sings a song, like I'm famous in his eyes, like I don't need the world to know my name, like he knows my name. And like at the end of every day, like that is so true. Like I don't want to be known, to be loved by everybody. Like I want people to know Christ. And like that's why I guess I feel like I needed to say this, because like that was like kind of my own like little testimony. Like I used to like kind of have like self-doubt in myself, because you know, the world was teaching me otherwise. Like I needed to be a certain type of way to be loved, to be liked, to be accepted. But I am accepted. I'm accepted by the number one person the only person that I need to be accepted by, and that is Jesus Christ. And it really does give you a peace in your heart to know that you're loved. No matter what you do, you you will have forgiveness in whatever you do, as long as you continue to live a better life and learn from your mistakes. Like, it's definitely a good feeling, you know. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody else when you're with Jesus. Like, you are you and you are perfect. And that's like the number one thing. Like, I want people to know that if you have really thick eyebrows, if you have, like a big nose, a little nose, lots of freckles, whatever you are you, you are perfect. You are absolutely perfect. And just remember that you don't need to compare yourself to anybody, because you'll never be them. So why live a life in wanting to be somebody that you'll never be, when you can live a life of you and be even better than you were yesterday? I don't know. That's just a little bit of a rant going on. So I'm still have Sable. I'm just darkening up in that crease. So I went a little bit higher than I wanted to on this side. So what I'm going to do is go back in with that Sepia from the Mega palette and just go over the top of it instead of using that other brush that I was using earlier. Well, I'm going to go back in with it, and just at that point I'm not going to go with it. Oh. Very important to blend everything out. It really helps it make everything look like you just have like maybe 1 or 2 eyeshadows on instead of like 4 or 5 or 6. So again, now I'm going to deepen up that crease a little bit more with the Sable, Espresso color, so that deep chocolate brown. I'm going in with a little crown brush. It says small round contour brush. It said something else before it too, but I can't see because I rubbed this one off too. So it's a very tiny little brush. So this is because I really want to get really precise, like almost like a cut crease that I want to create in my eye. Like, I want it just there in the crease because I want the eyeshadow to be real deep. But then I'm also going to go in, I guess let me do one step at a time and you'll see. I'm telling you, I make some weird facial expressions, but hope you like it. So it's really important to build up with dark colors. You don't want to just go in with a really dark color, like a lot of it. Like, it's really hard unless you want to take all your makeup off to make a dark color lighter, but it's always easier to make a light color darker. So you really want to maybe like do barely 2 taps in the pan and then really dust it off to make sure that it's not too dark. And again, I'm going to hold the back of the brush so it's really light-handed. So I'm going to start out here in the outer corner and go back and forth. I'm only going to bring this halfway in, not all the way into the corner. So right now, like, I'm feeling where my eye bone is, so like where my eye socket is sitting. Like, I'm just going underneath that eye bone. So I'm going to leave it like that because I think it looks good. Just kidding, we're blend it out too. I'm going to go ahead and do this eye as well. Isn't it crazy how messy this one is, and then this one's kind of like so much better? I think it normally is like that. This eye is special. So I'm going to go in with my, this is a C138. It's a crown brush. It's a little bit fluffier than that other one, but still small, so it has more precision. So I'm going to go in the actual crease, like right on top of it, and blend it out. So I'm actually going to go back in with the Sable, just because I want this to be like a warm brown. So I'm going to go like actually into my eye, like in the outer V section. And I'm going to blend it out with the 318 brush, C318 brush by Crown. That way it's not so harsh. Okay, I'm trying not to go too far below my eye lid. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the little no-name brush with Sable and go in with this side. Then I'm going to look, make sure that I went far in on both sides, the same distance, length, whatever. So now I'm going to go back in with the Espresso. I'm not going to take it in as far as I went with the Sable color. I'm actually going to stay really close to the outer V. That way it's kind of like a gradient effect where it has like the, you know, the gold, the light brown, and then the dark brown. You know, give it more of another transition. Okay, I think I like it this dark. I use Maybelline Color Tattoo Pure Pigment. It's 24-hour long. It's called Breaking Bronze. So I'm going to take this another crown brush. This is a C464 brush. It's a little tiny brush, that way you can get it like right on there. And obviously I'm gonna put a little bit on my brush. I'm gonna start close up to the eyeshadows. Like I kind of want to carve it out a little bit, just in case some did get on my eyelid. Which on this side, yes it did. This side did pretty good. So I'm gonna start getting right by the eyelid, and I'm just gonna kind of push it. I'm more so pushing the color inwards instead of the gold outwards. Oops, sorry. So of course I winged it out, so I'm going to do a wing. Like I said, I'm going to kind of give you a little tutorial on that. I'm going to take my Inglot 77 gel eyeliner, and then I'm going to take my Inglot 23T small little eyeliner brush. So the point of like doing like a winged eyeliner is to really elongate your eye a little bit. So that's why you want to go from the corner of your eye, because you really want to make it look elongated. So I'm going to start with small little strokes. Got it in my lash. I'm going to start with small little strokes, following that outer corner, going slightly up. You don't obviously want to go down, you want to go slightly up, but not too far up. Let's say about that's as far as I want it. Go right there to the crease. Then I'm going to go not exactly to the very tip of where like I ended. I'm just going to go slightly smaller. That way that end is really pointy like I want it to be. And then just fill it in. So that end didn't get as pointy as I want it, so I'm gonna go back and flick. I'm gonna do the same thing for this eye. I'm gonna go out the corner and do flicking motions a little bit up again. I'm gonna make sure that it's the same length as my other one. But I'm gonna start from the base of where my two eyelids meet, so the top and bottom. This is just maybe an easier way for some people. So just, you know, slightly above that and then drag it in and fill it in. Normally I just curl my lashes and put mascara on, so that's what I'm gonna do now. So I mixed two different mascaras just because I like to. First I'm gonna start out with a Chanel Intimidating Intense Mascara. So then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Mascara. Okay. So next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight my brow bone. Another small brush. This is a BH brush, really small tipped if you can see. I'm gonna take go back in my Mega LORAC palette, and I'm gonna take this color Cream here. I'm going to take a little bit of Max Fix Plus and just spray it on there. Just a little bit. Don't want to, like I said, really saturate it. You want to just get a little bit on there. So I'm going to go back in with the gold color from Maybelline, the bronze gold, whatever, breaking bronze, whatever it was called. I'm going to go just over the top of it. I'm really careful that I don't get it in my eyeliner. know if you can tell, see from the other side how much like shinier it is. I'm actually gonna take this into my tear duct as well, so right here in this area. I'm gonna bring it a little bit inwards too. I'm going to take the Espresso color on my e.l.f. professional eyeliner brush. It's actually just a flat top brush like this. And I'm just going to take that really close to my bottom lid. So now I'm going to take that Sepia color from the LORAC Mega palette on a Veramona brush. It doesn't have a name on it again. I have the Sepia, and I'm really going to go right below where I just put the Espresso to smoke it out. Okay, so that's the done look for the eye makeup. I'm gonna put some lipstick on just because I always feel like real nude without lipstick on. I mean, like, you have this like beat face but no beat lips. Like, what is that? So I'm going to go in with Max Dervish. It's a really good nude for my skin tone. I'm just gonna line my lips. Just gonna rub them together a little bit. Then I'm going to take the ColourPop Bound. It's a glossy lippy stick that they have. It's a nude color, nude pink. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you liked it. I mean, it's just like a bronze golden eye look that you can wear anytime. Like I said, you can leave the lower lash off. That way you can be more wearable during the day if you don't like as dramatic as this is. I mean, it's your preference, you know, just whatever you want. You can change colors with it too if you wanted to, but this is what I came up with, and hope you like it. I'll see you next time. God bless.